North London forever. Oh, Arsenal. What a long wait to be a Premier League champion. 22 years of the North London Great Football Club, the Arsenal, have finally laid hands on the English Premier League. Congratulations to Mikel Arteta. But I have my own story from yesterday, isn't it? I think there's an Arsenal person in everybody's house. I do have one young child. I think the youngest child over there. And that's the jersey of the child that I brought into the studio. Likes to be number 11, and that's BBGGAM. I don't know what that means. They said, by God's grace and mercy. That's what they mean. So yesterday, this child came from school, and as soon as the child came from school, changed into an Arsenal jersey, 4 o'clock, that kind of time. I was in there doing my stuff, and then he came just to let me know that it's changing to an Arsenal jersey. I said, okay, so what? He said, well, asked what time does the game start? I said, the game starts at 7. He said, okay. And I said, well, Burnley are going to beat you. And, I teased her like that. When the game started, it was about, I caught the game around halfway into the first half. This child was asleep in the jersey, sleeping. Everyone else in the house was watching. She was sleeping. So at halftime, I said, wake her up and tell her the bad news. And one of the children said, what's the bad news? I said, tell her that it's goalless at the Emirates. Wake her up and tell her it's goalless at the Emirates. That's the bad news. So they woke her up and said, hey, listen to the bad news. Then she woke up and said, what is it? I said, it's goalless at the Emirates. He said, oh, I thought you were going to say Burnley have scored. So she was drifting back to sleep again. And then she asked a profound question. She said, is Kai Havertz playing? And she was told yes. And then she sort of gave a thumbs up and slept. That's the level of the confidence of a child who supports Arsenal these days. She just asked, is Kai Havertz playing? They said yes. And she said, okay, yeah, that's good. She slept. Okay, so when the euphoria of the goal in the house woke her up, she was very excited. She's been excited all the time. And today, see what happened. I think when I saw the game, one thing you have to say for Arsenal is that during the substitutions, I was very impressed with the 3 players who would walk into any team who were actually on the Arsenal bench, the 3 that came in with Lewis Kelly. That's my favorite player. Lewis Kelly is such a fantastic player. I really hope that they take him to the World Cup and he'll wear an England shirt at the World Cup and Ghana will beat them. But after that, England will win some games. Lewis Kelly is a very, very good player. I just love the way he's been discovered and I love his attitude. You look at him on the field. Yesterday, Martin Odegaard, the captain, was getting upset with one of the Burnley players who had launched into him really bad. Odegaard is prime for the World Cup. And I think that Odegaard has his eyes on the Champions League. He doesn't want to be injured. He suffered some injuries this season. He certainly doesn't want to be injured before the World Cup. So he was very upset with the tackle. And the teenager, Lewis Kelly, was calming the captain down that it's okay. Don't worry about it also. And this Arsenal victory also reminds us of a certain spirit. And it was exhibited by Declan Rice. And videos of it have been showing on the European TV tonight. If you watch Sky News and you watch the BBC, all of them are showing that video. At the end of the game at Man City, when Arsenal had been beaten by 2-1, and Declan Rice was on beside himself with disappointment, when he was being pulled up from the canvas at the end of the game, he said to his colleagues, "It is not over." It was very clear, and that's the spirit of winning. That's the spirit of overcoming. I think Arsenal have sufficiently demonstrated that. Even though we at Manchester United beat Arsenal 3-2 at the Emirates, and we're a better team than Arsenal, the record shows it. We won the Premier League 20 times. We've won the Champions League. Arsenal have never won the Champions League. So Manchester United is a more successful team than Arsenal. Forget about that tonight. Scratch that. Tonight, Arsenal is the winner. And because of my daughter and Lewis Kelly, congratulations to Arsenal. Here we go, back at the Emirates, North London forever. Many Arsenal supporters have to pay tribute to tonight, too numerous to mention. But Adom-Otchere has sent me a video that he insists that I should show it to my viewers. It's a young lady in her home this evening at the close of the game between Manchester City and Bournemouth, playing the violin with the same Arsenal theme, North London Forever. I think it's beautiful, and I'm very loyal to Papa Kwakwe, the former secretary of the Ghana Bar Association. Papa, this is yours. Congratulations to Arsenal, and see this video, viewers.